This is Headline News with Pistol from Jamaica, the Caribbean, and the world. Brought to you by Philadonian TV, sponsored by JoJoMacMusic.com. Hello everyone, I am Pistol, and this is your Headline News. As some countries begin to relax lockdown measures following weeks of confinement introduced to halt the spread of the new coronavirus, the World Health Organization, WHO, has warned of a potential second wave of COVID-19 infections. In an update to its strategic advice to governments, the UN Health Agency maintained that without additional measures, including greater support for health systems, the premature lifting of physical distancing measures is likely to lead to an uncontrolled resurgence in COVID-19 transmission and an amplified second wave of cases. To date, Austria, Denmark, Spain, and Italy have relaxed some lockdown measures. The WHO repeated its recommendation that all countries should pursue more aggressive tactics, namely find, test, isolate, treat, and trace potentially infected individuals. More should be done to identify those with mild disease symptoms or contacts of such cases. Countries should only start to ease restrictions on people's movements once they're sure that the transmission is controlled. U.S. President Donald Trump announced that he was halting funds for the UN Health Agency pending a review. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres appealed for greater unity. He said, quote, so that the international community can work together in solidarity to stop the virus and its shattering consequences. Out of Havana, Cuba, the director of research at the Center for Genetic Engineering and Biotechnology, Dr. Irado Guillen, says a clinical trial is underway for a vaccine aimed at activating the immune system to combat COVID-19. Speaking during a recent television interview, Guillen said that the drug called CIGB 2020 is undergoing trials at the Luis Diaz Hospital in Havana with volunteer patients suspected of being carriers of the virus. He says the drug is nasally and sublingually administered to strengthen these areas, and encouraging results have already been observed regarding the activation of the innate immune system, which is very important to successfully combat the virus. He added that CIGB 2020 is a drug that is inserted along with another Cuban vaccine developed by Finley Institute in a field of research that has been much debated in contemporary science, which is the development of specific vaccines to stimulate innate immunity, which is powered by the new coronavirus. CONCACAF President Victor Montagliani says his federation has moved to create channels for member associations, MAs, to access monies that could be used to help ease their financial burden in the face of the novel coronavirus pandemic. The Canadian business told the Jamaica Observer that the Confederation has fast-tracked the process of financial aid to its 41-member grouping for those who require the assistance. Member countries in North America, Central America, and the Caribbean, Jamaica included, could benefit from the special provision of the annual One CONCACAF fund. Each of CONCACAF's 35 FIFA-affiliated members normally gets US $175,000, while the 6 non-FIFA members are eligible for US $250,000 each. The non-FIFA members of CONCACAF get more because they do not receive additional funding from FIFA as the other 35 do. CONCACAF, like the rest of the footballing world, has taken a big hit from the COVID-19's deadly spread and its disruption of schedules, competitions, and programs. In other words, football has been brought to a virtual standstill. Still, Montagliani maintains that now is the time to think more of humanity than of football. Minister of Health and Wellness in Jamaica, Dr. Christopher Tufton, last Wednesday disclosed that test kit supplies for COVID-19 to Jamaica from the United States were blocked by the United States and that the government was awaiting supplies from other sources. He then assured that there are adequate supplies of testing material on the island. Dr. Tufton was addressing the issue of testing at the April 15th meeting of the House of Representatives. The health minister said that government has had to recalibrate its strategy and that over the coming days, 20,000 kits for testing would arrive on the island. I am Pistol, and that was your Headline News. That was Headline News with Pistol from Jamaica, the Caribbean, and the world. Brought to you by Philadonian TV. Sponsored by JoJoMacMusic.com.
Let 'em mercy, yeah, you know.